It's time to make Shortcourse great again. Hey guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and today is my full build reveal of the brand new Tekno SCT410 2.0. Now, of course, that is Tekno's newest 1/10 scale, 4-wheel drive competition short course truck. This is the heavyweight version versus the SL version that's on the market already. Now, if you haven't already done so, please check out my unboxing that kind of goes over the history of Tekno and their short course trucks, as well as my build review that goes over everything that comes inside the box, fully assembled, any quirks and features of the kit that I saw so far, and basically how it all assembled. In this video, we'll see everything that went into the chassis that actually got it up and running and ready to run. In front of you, you're seeing a fully ready to run truck, about ready to head out to the track tomorrow morning to put this thing through its paces. Also, stay tuned towards the end of this video where I show one of the major flaws in this platform from Tekno. But on with the build reveal. Starting with the body, I went to my friends over at J Concepts and dropped on this Illusion High Flow Performance SCT body. Now, this is kind of a universal fits all body, and it does quite well on the SCT410 2.0. Now, of course, you do have to trim this body, and I have forgotten how hard it is to trim a full-size body. I haven't ran short course in quite some time, and it was quickly coming back to me how many extra holes you have to cut, especially towards the rear of the vehicle, to reverse the kind of parachuting effect of short course bodies. Now, with that, J Concepts does a great job of giving you ones to remove and also some additional ones that you can remove if you need to. Now, I removed 4 from the rear, 2 from the front, and we'll kind of go from there to see if I need to remove any more down the line. Now, included with the kit, you also get some number plates, which are great for giving it directional feedback when it's in air, but it also provides kind of like a kickstand so it doesn't destroy the rear of the body. Also included are some other wind deflectors that I did not mount towards the rear of the body. They're included. You can mount them if you need to. I chose not to in this case. As far as the actual Tekno body mounts, the rear I have up 1 notch and the front I have up 2 notches. I kind of have that squatted look so far in the truck. I'll probably drop the front down 1 notch. I mounted it up slightly just to kind of clear the bumper, but as I start to run this thing, I may drop that down 1 notch just to get a little bit more low profile. As for the body paint, I went with a traditional RC Network blue and black theme. Now, I did use Pactra's metallic blue and their outlaw black to get that kind of color scheme going. I'll have links down below to a Tamiya version of these colors. I know because the Pactra is now discontinued, unfortunately. Now, with that, this is a super easy 2-color paint scheme to do. I'll also have a video in the upper right hand corner that shows you exactly how to do that. It's really simple. You basically tape off where you want the black section, you paint the blue, and then you tear off the masking and then repaint everything black. That gives you the backer to the metallic blue and then finalizes the black section towards the rear. For the wheels, I went with Tekno's own wheels. These things are perfectly designed now for the SCT platform, both the 410 2.0 and also the SL version out there. They give you a 13.5mm offset, which is just perfect for these trucks. Now, they seem to be very well designed and super robust, so I think they can put up with a nice beating that these trucks are known for. For tires, I did go to my friends over at J Concepts for their subcultures. Now, these are a great larger pin tire for outdoor tracks. Also picked up some double Ds, that little bit tinier pin, and I plan to run these things outdoors, kind of a blown out track that I have here locally, and these should do really well. Now, these are the super soft compounds, so I don't plan on them lasting forever, but they'll give me tremendous grip right out of the gate. Taking the body off, it's time to check out some of the electronics that I chose. Starting with the motor and ESC, I went with a great short course combo from Tekno. Now, tried and proven is their Pro 4 HD. This is their 550 can motor, and I chose the 4300 kV version. Now, this is a fully brushless and censored motor, so it'll be very smooth and have tons of torque for this short course truck. And being that it's a 4300 kV, I am limited to 2S LiPo only, which I plan to run in this truck. The ESC is the RX8 Gen 3 also from Tekno. Now this thing is definitely designed for 8-scale mostly, but being that this is a heavyweight short course truck, you definitely need a very robust ESC to get this thing around the track. Now the RX-8 can handle anywhere from 2S up to 6S, and it's rated for 300 amps. Internally, it has a high voltage BEC that's switchable at 6 to 7.4 volts. Connect it to the latest hot wire plug-in, and you have full compatibility with your iPhone or Android device to mess with all the settings on this ESC. Steering my Tekno SCT410 2.0 is Protec RC's 170 SBL. Now this is one of their brushless high voltage servos, and at 7.4 volts it can turn at 0.08 seconds and has a holding torque of 440 ounce-inches. This particular servo is meant for 8-scale buggies, but being that this is a heavyweight SCT, this will be perfect to steer this truck. One quick note to Tekno: thank you for including a metal servo horn in your kits. Thank you for picking 25 tooth. This thing is perfect, and I can't wait to run this. Also from Protec RC is their newest lithium high voltage pack. This is their Graphene Plus. This is a standard 2S stick pack with some pretty impressive specs. 8600 milliamps. It is a 2-cell 7.6 volt, so it is a lithium high voltage, 130C discharge. This thing is a powerhouse at just a standard size stick pack. 8600 is massive, and it's perfect for a short course truck. Inside the newly positioned Tekno receiver box, I have Futaba's R334 SBS receiver. This is one of their super fast receivers, and I have it matched up to my 7PX radio system. I've been running the 7PX ever since it first came out. This thing's been pretty much tried and proven. It's just amazing with its touch screen interface. Super easy to make changes, and hey, it's lasted me several years now over the course of probably about 30 to 40 different vehicles. Two cool accessories I added from Tekno, and these are brand new to the market, is their 3-wire separator. It's made from aluminum, has some chamfered edges, and this is great for keeping the wires separate on the truck. Now those wires are going to get hot. It's always great for heat dissipation, and on the back side it does take some 050 screws on the bottom, so make sure you have that particular size hex driver. Up on the battery, I have these cool thumb posts that actually mount to the actual bullet plugs, the 5mm bullet plugs. These things are great. I don't know how many times I've been nerve-wracked kind of pulling that bullet plug out of a battery, especially like a 4S. Always a little bit nerve-wracking, but Tekno has these cool kind of thumb pulls now, both coated in either red or black anodized, also as a reminder to plug in your battery correctly. And these are just held in with a nice little set screw, but these things are a great addition to any vehicle running these kind of direct mounts on your battery. Something cool that Tekno's designers added to the actual chassis side is a perfectly sized section for a Tekno switch, and this thing mounts perfectly on there with just 2 screws. Now of course they're not included in the kit, but 2 screws, and it just screws right into the side guard there, and it's a perfect place to get your switch. Deep inside of the fully enclosed gear mesh is a 16-tooth pinion from Avid. Now Avid's pinions are actually milled perfectly, and being that this is a fixed motor plate, it meshed perfectly with the spur gear. Now sometimes you'll find that those fixed plates have issues with different brands of pinion gears, but this one happens to work perfect. Now let's get on to something I didn't like about this truck. I called it a flaw initially when I spoke earlier, and this is something that I just personally don't like about this truck, and that's the motor mount. Now I mentioned I mounted a 16-tooth pinion, and that's actually the smallest that this thing can handle, and being that I'm running a 4300 kV 2S system, that's the only option I have as far as an actual pinion gear. Now in Tekno's manual they mentioned that you can run a 15 or 16 tooth, but this motor mount will not handle a 15 tooth. That's an optional mount that'll be available later on down the line, TKR 9511. But with that, I also noticed when I was mounting this that it's going to be pretty difficult to change a pinion if I could. And it's not that it's a fully enclosed center differential, it's that you have to dismount literally 3/4 of that center section to even get to the motor bolts. Now I always prefer the sliding motor mount that has the motor plate and it goes into the motor mount. Those have been around forever. They're tried and proven, and Tekno does have those available on their 8-scale platform, so I'm curious if those would fit. I'm not sure that they will. Probably gonna have to go with the TKR 9511 down the line, so I have some flexibility on pinion gears. I'd love to start out with a 15 tooth because I'm going to go to a smaller track. The 16 tooth may really heat up either the motor or the ESC. I'll have to find out later tomorrow. All right, guys, well, that is my full build reveal of the brand new Tekno SCT410 2.0. I can't wait to run this thing tomorrow. I'm really curious on how this thing will do out there on a local little track I found. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you going to build a brand new SCT410 2.0? Throw that down in the comment section. How will you outfit your SCT410 2.0? Are you going to build it up as a 2S system, 3S, 4S? It's capable. It can definitely handle an 8-skill system, but throw that down below what you'll be running in your brand new Shortcourse truck from Tekno. But as always, if you like the video, there's a button for that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a video, because you'll never know when I'll upload one. And finally, my name is Rich. Thanks for watching.
You're chilling